Yo, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy Key coming at y'all boys with a brand new video. And today, we ain't finna waste no time. We finna go ahead and get into it. But first, I need y'all to like, comment, and subscribe. Get in the comment box and tell me how you felt about this video. Just check it out.
I know a lot has gone down in 2024. A shit ton of cancellations and a whole lot of beef.
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk.
But if you haven't been keeping up with the Chronically Online, I'm here to help. Hey guys, it's Alasia, and today we are going to be going over everything that happened this summer. And if you missed what was happening in the beginning of the year, fear not. I've made a part 1 to this video if you guys want to go watch that first.
I ain't watch it.
Who is Fanita?
Got it.
Fanita is a content creator who started out making commentary and reaction type videos.
Fact.
Her commentary was usually a mix of being supportive.
I've been seeing a lot of comments like, I have roles. Life is so much more fun when you don't give a fuck.
And being a freak.
What I find absolutely hilarious is when y'all comment, I want to be your best friend. No, you fucking don't. I like to show my pussy on FaceTime.
She say she feels safe over here.
You can shoot inside me. Miss Jackson.
People really grew to love her because of her personality and realness. She really started to blow up in 2021, gaining 1 million followers. And in 2022, she started posting with more established creators like Drew, Amari, and Faith. Her first controversy started in 2023 when she accepted a Tarte brand trip.
So Tarte called me up yesterday and was like, hey, you want to fly out to Miami tonight?
Right after the company had conflict with another creator named Bria. Bria said she wasn't treated the same as other creators.
But I have some friends that are going on the trip, and I asked them when they were leaving, and they all said they were leaving Monday, and I was the only one leaving Saturday.
So when Tarte invited Fanita, people were mad because it seemed like Tarte was only inviting her to check off diversity boxes because she doesn't even do makeup.
Tarte's makeup.
And they were also mad at Fanita for accepting the brand deal because it's supporting a company that doesn't support Black creators, allegedly. So while she was under heat for going on this trip, she then doubled down and started blaming Bria.
What does that have to do with me? She jumped the gun on a situation that she didn't even ask about. She threw the rock and hit her hand.
This is when we started to see people's attitude shift towards Fanita. Gag it. So fast forward to October 2023.
She started losing public perception, or her public image started to fade away because of her taking a brand deal. But then you got to think about it. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know enough about that situation. But, bro, if somebody come to me about a brand deal and I don't even know that person, like, if she knew the girl Bria, like, personally, that's one thing. But if she don't even know her, like, how can you just go off of what somebody is saying? Not saying that the Bria girl lying either, but
really started to stir the pot when she went on the Allegedly Speaking podcast and gave her unpopular opinion that not everyone is beautiful.
This is gonna sound really mean, but I promise I'm not a mean girl, even though some people think I am. I don't think everyone's beautiful. I don't.
Tell me.
And I think we need to stop lying.
I mean, I understand what she was trying to say, but in my opinion, she could have worded it differently because everyone's beautiful to someone and everyone is ugly to someone. But viewers were mad at this take because the way she delivered it was giving off mean girl. And after her response video was made, the topic died down. And finally, in 2024, Fanita made a video talking about the pay differences between Black and white creators, where she explains how she gets paid much less for doing more than her white counterparts.
My manager has clients on her roster. My manager has white and Black clients on her roster. Who do you think gets paid less than her white clients?
The problem with her take in particular...
and when I said earlier is because at first I didn't know who this was, but if y'all remember this clip where it was like her and a white dude, they were doing like an interview, a podcast or something, and she said something about she thinks somebody's like some people are more beautiful than others. Something like that. And then the host was like, when we get to talking about weight, then all of a sudden it's an issue. That's where I know her from.
That rubbed people off the wrong way is that she compared herself to Alex Earl, who has a different following than her and makes different content. Alex Earl has 7 million followers, whereas Fanita at the time only had 2.3 million.
Likes.
Alex's content was about lifestyle and makeup and clothes. So brands are more likely to reach out to her to sell their products because products are being shown in her videos. And Fanita's content is comedy. So the brands that reach out to Fanita won't be the same ones that are reaching out to Alex. But in all honesty, I know Fanita's jumping up and down right now because Alex is being canceled for being racist. It started off as a constructive conversation that needed to be had because Fanita is not the only creator who is going through this.
I did a brand deal one time, and this white kid did a brand deal one time, and he got paid 4 times as much as I got paid.
We went to Coachella last year, and you see the white creators, and they're very like, you're drugged up, you're drunk, like you don't take it seriously. This is not a job for you. Like you have so much opportunity.
But then the conversation switched tones, and she started turning on her supporters and not only her haters like in the past.
And also, brokies, before y'all get mad at me, I make more money than you do.
Fans were not happy with her new take because they felt like we were losing the plot a little bit.
I'd rather learn Braille than watch that video again. And then having all you other stupid, ignorant people in there talking about clock it. I need y'all to learn how to read an actual clock, and it's not an analog. You know what an analog clock is? Quickly, you stupid ass fucking people.
Throughout all of this happening, Fanita linked up with a very popular creator named Carrington.
Darling, guess who's back from jail?
Where she was in a car trying to kiss him, and he looked very uncomfortable. And fans were starting to think that she was in a manic state, comparing her to Gabby Hanna. I'm not sure how close they are, if the videos
I'm so lost.
But either way, Carrington looked uncomfortable and people were concerned.
But maybe you'll kiss me behind scenes. Any of these white boys I like, I'ma fuck them. Hey, Carrington getting fucked tonight.
I think everything is fine now because she recently posted a video in June of Carrington on her podcast, and they seem to be having a good time, so I don't know what all that was about. Some felt like she was just hurt, and the confidence that she was feeding us was just a mask to cover up the pain that she's felt since losing weight. But all of her videos talking down on her fans made her lose 300,000 followers.
Wait, but why would she feel bad after losing weight? Did I hear that wrong?
And they seem to be having a good time, so I don't know what all that was about. Some felt like she was just hurt, and the confidence that she was feeding us was just a mask to cover up the pain that she's felt since losing weight. But all of her videos talking down on her fans made her lose 300,000 followers in 2 months. Shortly after her videos of crashing out went viral, she made an apology video. The apology really didn't seem sincere because she literally made a video saying that she's always been this person. She just didn't have the look to back it up.
There are many days where I didn't have anything to eat but tears. Everybody broke needs to be mute. I would eat food out the trash like a raccoon, like a rabbit. Everybody broke needs to go to mime school. But what I will do is apologize to my poor bitches that fuck with me. I'm not this evil, wicked, sinister bully that everybody wants me to be. First of all, I had a master scheme, right? So when I was fat, you know what I mean, and like loud and shit, I couldn't say certain things. You can ask anyone in my life. My hairstylist, my nail tech, I talk like this on a regular basis.
People continued to give their opinions on the matter, and Fanita kept posting like normal. Her views and likes aren't what they used to be, but the hate toward her has died down a lot since the situation. But recently, she made a video saying that Kamala Harris doesn't have a chance in becoming president because she's black and she's a woman.
Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, guys, but Kamala Harris is black and a woman. No chance in hell.
I don't need to explain how this is problematic, but at this point, I don't know if Fanita can come back from the hole she's dug herself in.
But damn. This how to make that me off guard. No, okay, so but boom, Fanita, right? It just sounds like she needs to read 48 Laws of Power. You know what I'm saying? When you say too much, people start to look at you different, you know? But that's kind of tricky when your job is to talk. You need to send that shit to like a PR manager or something, because you are wild. And like, what people got to understand is that a majority of people are not rich. And it shifts when you get into a position where you're getting money for doing different things that, quote unquote, to the regular person is seen as easy. So your perception changing, you got to be able to like not humble yourself a little bit and remember like, okay, boom, like I remember them days when I had to wake up and go clock in at McDonald's, if that was your life. But it seemed like she kind of got on. She lost a lot of weight, and she just said, fuck everybody who basically made her who she is. Ugh.
Let's talk about Miss Poopy herself, Ice Spice. Grah. People are really out here calling her Ice Scat now that her new song BB Belt dropped. And she added a lyric involving, well, poop. Fans were taken aback by this because it's not the first, second, or even third time that a song of hers has mentioned literal
They say it's like in every song.
I'm as poopy like I need a diaper. Shitting on bitches, my hobby, I be going dumb. I'm finna pull on these bitches like Winnie. Shitting on bitches, no potty. Think you the shit, bitch? You not even the fault. I'm the shit, I'm that bitch, I'm as poopy. I'm as poopy, but I never smell.
There's an obvious trend here. I'm as poopy like I need a diaper. I feel like when she dropped her song, Think You the Shit, she saw how well it was doing on TikTok and ran with it. I remember when I first heard that line and I was in utter shock at the vulgarity. But now that all of her songs involve bowel movements.
That does make sense, you know. You have something that works and you just decide to keep using it until it don't work no more. But I think she should have been more cautious about overusing it, and that's I think what happened.
Fans are tired of hearing the same thing.
Her man on my DM so fast, poopy out my ass.
People feel like she's only making music for shock value and not the art itself. Maybe she has a scat kink. Maybe she's representing the IBS community. We don't know. So Ice is under heat right now because of her music, but also because of a love triangle involving her, another rapper called Central C, and TikTok creator named Mads. She's had rap drama before, like that small little beef with Lotto that was going on.
I just want a one-on-one, don't know why she's so nervous. I'm in the back of your weak ass snippet.
But this drama took a mind of its own. It's reported that Central C and Mads started dating in 2022.
You can't lie. Nigga, I wouldn't even consider myself a Lotto fan, but nigga, Lotto went stupid on that Sunday Service track. Sunday Service is literally better than anything Ice Spice has ever dropped in her whole career. Glaze maybe, but I feel like
then broke up in 2023, but we're seeing this summer on a trip together. Shortly after they were spotted on this trip together, Central C was spotted with Ice Spice and publicly commenting on her Instagram. A week after allegations started to circle, Ice dropped her song with Central C, which is essentially about cheating. Once the song was out, people figured it was a PR stunt to promote the song, but Mads debunked that theory by making a video on how she had no idea about what was going on.
Imagine you break up with your boyfriend one night and the next day he is posted up with Ice Spice and Chrome Heart.
So while Mads is posting about being done wrong by Central C, people were giving Ice the side eye because she was posting on her TikTok with shady captions and videos of them together. Me after taking her man, and the caption, trouble, which was a jab at Central C's comment that he left on her Instagram post. So you can imagine that after seeing Mads videos versus Ice Spice's, the Mads fans were going crazy in the comments, calling her a hoe, saying that she's ugly and that Mads is better. And it's still going on today, 2 months later. And Ice still hasn't acknowledged the beef. Some think that the whole thing was a publicity stunt to make her song trend. Others think that she's a homewrecker. And on the other side of things, Ice Spice's fans are wondering why she's the only one receiving hate when Central is the one who supposedly cheated. The whole situation is a mess. And a mess is what Mr. Beast has gotten himself into these last couple of months.
More and more continues to be said about
the Mr. Beast drama, the downfall of the Mr. Beast company.
This all started when Rosanna, a popular YouTuber, called out Mr. Beast on the fairness of his challenges. She was featured on his hide and seek video where she made it to top 3 by the end, but when it was posted, Mr. Beast allegedly cut her out to make it seem like Logan Paul was in the top 3.
They have like, okay, top 3 is Larry and Logan Paul and Zach King. They weren't top 3. I beat Logan Paul.
They said is absolutely no climbing in the air vents or the ceiling.
So I am up here. Okay, I feel good about this spot.
When the allegations came out, people were coming for Rosanna, saying that she's making a big deal out of the situation and she shouldn't care because she wasn't the one that won. And the whole situation was swept under the rug until Ava Tyson, Mr. Beast's former coworker and best friend, was exposed for engaging in inappropriate conversations with minors and sharing revenge porn of Jeanette McCurdy.
Pictures to her boyfriend, her now ex-boyfriend, and he leaked them out. And but the link's in the description if you want to see them. I mean, I'm not endorsing people to go look at somebody else's private business, but I know that you know, people might want to see them, so it's there if you.
And this whole topic was brought to light because a creator named Prism42 made a video making claims that Ava was a groomer. The person who was talked about in that video then came forward to say everything in Prism's video was a lie. These videos are massive lies and twisting the truth. Ava never did anything wrong and just made a few edgy jokes. I was never exploited or taken advantage of. Mr. Beast responded to the allegation saying, I've seen enough online and taken immediate action to remove Ava from the company, my channel, and any association with Mr. Beast. I do not condone or support any of the inappropriate actions. Fans weren't buying this apology because if Ava was doing this on Discord publicly, imagine what was happening behiand the scenes. And Mr. Beast must have known about because of their long time.
Problem, bro. Like the things, even just take a just say P. Diddy, right? The Diddy allegations. The things that we know that is open in public, imagine what they haven't said or they can't say yet. Like, that's the real issue. So when they go to court, oh my God, bro, the people gonna be scheming through them transcripts every day. relentlessly.
Because Ava has been a supporter of the controversial artist Shadman. Shadman got a lot of controversy because he drew very graphic images of Keemstar's 8-year-old daughter, and also did a series of drawings about a then 12-year-old Daphne Keene being victim of group assault by the cast members of Logan. It has been proven that MrBeast knew that Ava was a fan of Shadman because he's been to her apartment where he's seen the artwork there.
While the Ava controversy was happening, more controversy strikes as MrBeast's new TV show, The Beast Games, was announced. Back in March this year, Amazon gave MrBeast $100 million to create a game show with 1,000 contestants and a $5 million prize. On July 18th, Vital Vegas made a post showing the contestants starring in the new show wearing trash bags in order to cover their uniform. The next day, it was reported that Desert Springs Hospital was filled with patients coming from the Beast Games because of the lack of food and water. A MrBeast representative responded to the allegations by stating there was plenty of water and electrolytes, and there was a medic on site. Only 6 days after this statement was released, Rosanna comes out with another video saying that some of the contestants featured on the Beast Game reached out to her about the unfair treatment on the show. She went on to say that most of the challenges were in favor of young athletic men, and the women and old people competing didn't stand a chance.
I have received messages from over a dozen people involved with current Beast Games. I wanted to read you one of the messages.
Okay, so this is where it gets tricky because let's say I know one specific video of MrBeast did was like to stand in a box for whoever stands in the box the longest. The younger you are and the older you are, it's probably going to be the hardest. The winner is always going to be somewhere in the middle. I see what she's saying, but with that being said, are they supposed to make, like, what game could they possibly make that's like really even? Because it's gonna always take all of his games take some type of physical aspect to it, which is the thing, bro.
It's a little bit tricky for that. I also didn't accept their hush money. People were having seizures because they were not getting medication. And it was 100% rigged. All the games were about speed and strength. So only the young athletic males were at an advantage over the women and elderly people. 2 girls were tackled and passed out on the field and were dragged off to continue fighting.
So this show was basically the Squid Game and not an adaptation of it. Former fans of MrBeast are now comparing him to David Dobrik for the exploitation of the people around him for money and views. Rosanna has since made multiple videos sticking up for the contestants because it seems that many more are coming out with stories. As all of the contestants' stories are coming out, boom, another one.
Another one.
This right here.
Another one.
Crazy.
Another one.
Former MrBeast employee comes out the video making allegations that his videos are fake.
I mean, it's not like he's ever rigged the results of a challenge. That would be impossible because he films with hundreds of random subscribers, right? Not only were the results of this video completely scripted, but the contestants are not random subscribers. I guess you forgot she's your hiring manager. I actually recognize a lot of people in this video, including Jimmy's own girlfriend. So yeah, the random subscribers you see in challenges are actually never random.
He then goes on to talk about the giveaways MrBeast does are a scam.
Through running illegal lotteries, selling fake signatures, giving children diabetes, and more.
Currently, his most recent allegation is that he uses child labor to produce his Feastables chocolate.
Chocolate is notorious for its exploitation of children using child labor and slave labor. With that being said, I'm going to try to prove my first point, that MrBeast is using child labor and slave labor for his chocolates today and has been since late 2023.
At the rate this is going, who knows what other information will come out about MrBeast.
People are getting canceled quicker than you can fucking blink. MrBeast is still doing crazy numbers, and I ain't never heard of the slave labor and child labor shit about the chocolate. I never heard about that until just now, but that shit's crazy.
Like how new information is coming out about Blake Lively. All of this drama started with Blake's press tour for her new movie, It Ends With Us, where she was promoting the movie to be fun and cutesy and girly pop, telling viewers to come with their girlfriends and wear their florals.
It Ends With Us is in theaters now, so grab your friends, wear your florals, and head out to see it.
But she didn't disclose what the movie was actually about, and even used the press tour to promote her new hairline, which viewers thought was disrespectful and inconsiderate, considering the movie is about domestic violence.
Am I the only person that thinks it is crazy that Blake Lively literally launched her hair care brand the same time as the movie It Ends With Us is launching?
Justin Baldoni
that's when the light is on her the most. So it would make sense as to why she did it, but I understand
the few actors who starred on the movie who actually spoke out about the important themes. He spoke about how he felt when he read the books and how much it meant to him to be a part of this production.
I wanted the scene with Lillian Ryle to be as emotionally impactful as what I read for the first time. Her choosing something different for herself than was chosen for her.
While Blake went on interviews with a careless attitude, when asked how she would react to a fan approaching her and connecting with the movie, she responded,
"For people who see this movie, who relate to the topics of this movie, what's the best way for them to be able to talk to you about this? How would you recommend they go about it?"
Asking for like my address or my phone number or like my location share.
Ew, stinky response. Even her co-star looked like he wanted to rip his eyes out being next to her. Some defended her by saying she was just trying to pull off that playful, charismatic character that her husband does. But others felt like this situation should not be joked about. In most of her interviews with this movie, she never gave straight answers to the questions and always ventured off to unrelated topics.
What has been the best part in making this particular movie?
I've noticed so many beautiful crystals on teeth. Is that a big fashion thing? Is that a big fashion thing?
Then more interviews.
But okay, so basically, what it seems like to me is she just can't relate to the character that she's playing, or she isn't PR trained enough to answer, to give a satisfying answer, if that makes sense. Like an answer that'll satisfy the asker's question. She just probably never been through it before, for real. She can't relate to the character.
Started to resurface, like this one in 2016, named "The Interview That Made Me Want to Quit My Job," where it shows Blake being disrespectful to the interviewer by body shaming her and then ignoring the rest of the interview.
First of all, congrats on your little bump.
Congrats on your little bump.
Jesse's suits and how
that's what I'm saying. His wardrobe was beautiful.
Men wore high-waisted
pants like that still. Top and bed.
It's so good.
It's just like
at this time, it was public knowledge that Blake was having a baby, so fans were confused as to why she took offense to the little bump comment. And he felt like this interaction gave off.
But this, okay, so this topic is kind of like, it's like, obviously she can't relate to the character. She probably never been through any type of domestic violence, and some way, somehow, she got the role. The interview, she got offended by what somebody said. At this stage in my life, I realized that you cannot tell somebody how to feel after you've said something, because the conversation is never gonna go anywhere. If you didn't mean it like that, you know what it was. You just got to move on with your life. But hey,
girl energy. With all of these interviews resurfacing, it's speculated that Blake's team wanted to tarnish her co-star Justin's image by releasing negative information about him. Reportedly, Justin fat-shamed Blake on set by asking how much Blake weighed because there was a scene where he had to pick her up and was afraid to get a back injury. Justin's fans stood by him in this statement because any art where you're required to pick something up, you need to know its weight. It's a safety precaution. Allegedly, Justin and Blake didn't get along on set. Blake's version of the movie ended up making the cut, and fans wanted to see how Justin's version would have looked, because Blake has said herself that she won't play any character that she can't make an adaptation of.
Well, I'm not the type of actor who can act without producing, you know, like you can't just put me in any clothes and give me any words and have me step in and transform.
People who read the book It Ends With Us were disappointed at the wardrobe, and the characters didn't give off the same vibe as in the book. It's safe to say a lot of Blake's fans have been
they cut him out of the movie. What the fuck?
Over this situation because of her being mean-spirited to interviewers and the re-emergence she's a mean of her plantation wedding. Huh? Yeah. But after the backlash, Blake did start posting about the subject matter in the movie. And
what's her name? Paula Deen? Then somebody else. What is it with this fucking slave wedding shit? Hold on. Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively apologized for plantation wedding. What we saw at the time was a wedding venue on Pinterest, Ryan said. What we saw after was a place built upon devastating tragedy. Yeah, that's a PR. That's a PR.
Yeah. Response. But after the backlash, Blake did start posting about the subject matter in the movie and gave resources to help those experiencing domestic violence. There's a perception that this is all damage control, but some are just thankful that she's finally speaking out.
It is definitely damage control. But what I would say is whoever's on her team, bro, y'all should have had this shit set up from the beginning. Like, she shouldn't have, like, because certain people, bro, they're just not able to adapt and really like handle the business like when it comes to them, and they don't know what you're gonna ask them. If it's not like, oh, we've accepted these questions for you to ask and we're gonna go through them one by one, like a free interview or somebody asking them a random question, they just not good at it. So y'all either need to be there to answer for them or y'all need to train them.
Time for our honorable mentions. A speed run of more events that happened this summer. Let's talk about Miss Sky Jackson's jail sentence.
What?
She's been in drama over the years for petty things like allegedly bullying Stormy Reed and provoking Danielle Bergoli for trying to mess with NBA YoungBoy.
These dudes, the thing is, bro, the dudes you trying to talk to, cause I talk to them, they not your type. You don't talk to dudes like, bitch, don't ever come here, bitch, cause I will kill you.
That was super random. Her more recent controversy was for scamming her fans. She went on live and told her fans to give her $5 for a chance to win a MacBook, which confused people because she's an actress asking for money, but simultaneously saying that she doesn't need money.
For a damn $5. And we used to have raffles all the time. Put in $5, $2, whatever. I do not need money. Me personally, I do not need money.
A lot of people are saying if she doesn't need the money, then why is she asking her young fans for $5? Sky Jackson making a raffle and calling it a giveaway while a single ticket costing $5 without saying what the money is going toward is so Zuri from Bunked Coded. Like, she's still got that scammer blood in her. The scam was debunked because she ultimately gave the MacBook away to its rightful owner and the internet moved on.
Do y'all see today? Do y'all see this?
Until this summer, she was seen at Universal Studios shoving her boyfriend when a security guard called the police. She was arrested and released a couple hours later. According to TMZ, Sky won't face any charges because prosecutors say there just isn't enough evidence to bring her to trial. Cops say Sky and her boyfriend denied anything got physical and are happily expecting a baby and engaged. Sky Jackson getting arrested was not on my 2024 bingo card. And neither
Wait, hold on.
Sky Jackson getting arrested was not on my 2024.
Okay, Dar Man got canceled? I'm trying to read this shit, but like
bingo card. And neither was Drake being exposed for being a pedo. But here we are. Drake and Kendrick's beef goes way back. I'm talking like a decade way back. In October 2023, Drake and J. Cole made a song together called First Shooter, where J. Cole says that Drake, Kendrick, and himself are the big three who started the league. In March of this year, Kendrick featured on another song, basically saying that they shouldn't compare themselves to him because he's the one who started the league. So there's a lot of back and forth from here, with Drake and Kendrick mentioning each other in their songs, but it started to get real once Kendrick made a song calling out Drake's alleged surgery, which is honestly so funny because in Megan's diss track Hiss, she also mentioned a line about Drake's BBL. These niggas hate on BBL and be walking around with the same scars. Drake then came out with another diss named Family Matters, claiming that Kendrick is a fake activist and a
Look, I ain't gonna cap. I never heard that Megan Thee Stallion line. But Drake do be dissing Megan. I guess it's because of Tory or whatever happened, but it's just a lot of craziness. But he said when you put your hands on your girl, is it self-defense because she bigger than you? Damn.
Woman beater. The clapback to this diss is what drove the internet over the edge. This is finally when They Not Like Us dropped, where Kendrick accused Drake of being a
this
pedo.
shit too hard.
Like a bitch, ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor.
Drake's past about his friendship with Millie Bobby Brown was coming out again, and everything was blown to shreds with this song. Drake made a comeback to Kendrick's.
Kendrick is up in his mouth. And I'm about to put my in it right now.
Oh my God, bro.
But it wasn't as successful, and many feel Kendrick won this battle. Drake fans were upset at this because Drake essentially gave Kendrick his status, so all he had to do in a diss was mention how he's the reason he's at where he's at today.
Bro, all you had to do was make a banger about how you made Kendrick.
But
the thing about it,
the last quick mention I want to add before we end this video,
the thing about it is, I hate when people say, oh, he made this person or this person made this person, when the truth is, no, you didn't. They did what they had to do to become them. Kendrick wrote his raps to become a Kendrick Lamar. You just gave him the step up. You feel me? The fastest way to get to anywhere you want to go in life is to be pulled up by somebody else who was already there. The fastest way to make it to the NBA, or the best way to make it to the NBA, nigga, train with an NBA player. Now, is that hard? Of course. But when you on your grind, bro, and you really doing what you doing, especially in the social media age, people gonna notice. You feel me? So my thoughts and feelings on people, quote unquote, helping out others or putting people on is different than most people. And especially because it's not like you put him on and he wasn't nothing. He was already on tours and doing this, that, and the third. It just wasn't that big. You just pulled him up to the next level. You feel me? You didn't make him, though.
Of course,
I ain't gonna give him that.
To a girl, Haley.
They give him that hawk to and spit on that thing. You get me?
I know people are tired of hearing about her, but I can't make a year recap without this. Haley got famous in June for a viral clip of her saying hawk tua in a public interview. No one's really sure why this clip went so viral. It's not like she said something out of pocket or super vulgar, but the men under that video went absolutely feral to find out who Haley was. When she finally came forward and made all of her accounts, she grew over 1 million followers almost instantly. Because her blow up was so fast and massive, everyone wanted to get the scoop on her story. She went on an interview stating that she wanted to quit her job and move out to LA, which she got a lot of criticism for.
She got 1.7 million followers off of one TikTok and it wasn't even hers? That's hard, though.
A podcast, or are you just going to be like an internet personality?
I think we're gonna do like a show.
And creators are talking about how it was foolish to throw away your old life for a new one off of one viral video. But Haley didn't listen to them and continued to make her content. She is now planning on making a reality TV show. She has a full legal and management team and is making new forms of content because she doesn't want to be known as Hawk to a Girl forever. All right, guys, I am calling it there. If you like me,
man, shout out to her. I fuck with it. It's a lot of shit. It was a couple things in it that I had no idea about happened at all. But with that being said, bro, a lot of shit has happened this year and the year ain't even over. But I feel like this last quarter, I feel like a lot is gonna happen. I feel like a lot of things are gonna be exposed. No stone will go unturned. And it's gonna be crazy. So with that being said, man, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Get in that comment box. Tell me how you felt about this video. It's your boy Key checking in, checking out, man. We gone.